to have a chance at making the shot. The closer you get to the ideal release point, indicated by the small hash mark in the center of the window, the greater your chances of successfully knocking down the shot. The make window
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi everyone, we welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Anthony Davis is out there with Durant. Then there's Jay, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Curry in at the point.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And here's Irving after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Jay. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Not a fast start here for the East All-Stars. 8-point game. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Will it go? And that's good. Kyrie Irving for three.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellent on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And the West All-Stars have possession following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He didn't talk a lot about their game strategy. It was just about getting guys involved when they're on the floor. He also wants to see certain lineups together. He said it's fun dreaming about what could be if you had all this talent on the same team. Guys?
Thank you, David. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Curry against Irving. Around the back and lays it in. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
Curry outside, trains it from beyond the arc. He has 6.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
And the jam by Harden.
Harden throwing it down right in their faces. Don't be so mean, James.
And so here are the West All-Stars. 6-point lead. Good. And it's 7 points for Jay.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From outside, off the mark. And it's the West All-Stars ball. With the drive. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Harden against Jokic. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Jay. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And that's now 9 points for Jay.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Curry with a wide open look. An absolute bomb range.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Leonard with the bucket.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Down low, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here is Irving. He has 5, and it's Leonard missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the pass to Davis. Loads it up for Davis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Antetokounmpo kicks to Irving. Outside Leonard. Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got it back down to single digits for the East All-Stars. Curry passes to Jay. Pass to Durant. Banked in off the glass.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic has the size necessary to deny shots, and it helps when he's engaged on the defensive end.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. And the East with some changes. Downs, he's checked in for Embiid. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. George is checked in for the West. KD against Butler. Durant. East grabs the miss. Outside Irving. Here's the teardrop. Nobody near Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. No good from Jay. Irving against KD. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Harden surveying the D. The shot from the low post is good.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Pass to Jay. It doesn't go for him. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. It's rebounded by Jay. To the middle. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic just got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 6. Back to Harden. 3-pointer. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. To the paint. And it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
And there's the pass to Jay. There's the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Irving dishes to Leonard. Back to Irving from the arc. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Back to Curry from outside the arc. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
They knew this was coming. Harden can't just let that last 3 go. Way too competitive for that.
And so it's the West All-Stars in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
They've got Levine. Jimmy Butler is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Doncic, and it's Irving at the 1 spot. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And he makes the first.
During the seeding games in the 2020 bubble, Damian Lillard carried the Blazers to the playoffs. I mean, Dame averaged 37 a game. That included a ridiculous 61-point explosion.
Julius Randle's checked in for Towns. Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Lillard against Irving. Now here's Randle. He's guarded closely. And Butler gets it to go.
Easy to see why Butler gets so much respect for his competitiveness. I mean, he thrives at finishing through contact.
Pass to Jay. Fires from deep. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the East. LaMelo Ball comes in for Irving. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. Levine's got his first bucket of the night.
Levine's such an outstanding scorer. Athletic, strong, great confidence in taking it to the rack. He's no stranger to tough finishes.
Here's Jay. Offline with his 3. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. They trail by 9 points. It's good.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randle, so good at finishing inside.
Inside, here's Jay. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Julius Randle picks one up.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the West. That free throw good from Jay. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ball, the pass to Randle. Doncic, bounce pass. There's Ball with the 3. The West All-Stars pull it in. Jay's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. And Simmons slams it in.
Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
Knocks it down in the bucket from James.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Doncic with the bucket.
You know, Luka's one of those players where the mid-range shot is really a weapon for him, not just an afterthought. I mean, he is lights out from that distance.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Passes it to Jay. Shot clock at 6. Hits the three-point bomb. Jay's got 27.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
Ingram with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and the basket by Lillard. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Now the pass to Jay. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the East with some changes. Embiid comes in for Julius Randle. And Giannis is subbed in for Ben Simmons. The West also making some changes. Porzingis comes in for Williamson. And it's Anthony Davis in for Tatum. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Defense has Giannis well covered, but he gets physical right back and draws the foul in the act of shooting.
First trip to the line for him here. The first free throw is good. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
And so he hits both.
You know, we talk about growing the game internationally, and the NBA has done it better than most all other sports. There's not a better ambassador than Giannis. His parents are from Nigeria. He grew up in Greece, and he's just a terrific role model for young kids all over the world.
Clock at 6. Jay, the pass to Davis. Over Levine. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Are you kidding? This is an all-star finish if ever I've seen one.
And that's one of the plays people are going to remember and talk about from this year's game for sure.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
On the wing, Levine. Back to Antetokounmpo. West All-Stars with the rebound. Outside, Porzingis. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Doncic. The kick out to Ball. Loads it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Pass to Lillard. Here's Jay. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 33 points for Jay.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Jay and Levine with the block. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Doncic dishes to Embiid. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Embiid's got his first 2 points of the night. Jay, guarded by Levine. Lillard with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the West All-Stars. Ball, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Davis. Off the left rim and out.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Deflects the pass. Here's Levine. Here's Ball. And easy 2 points on the layup. Ball's got his first basket.
Boy, nice work that time by LaMelo Ball to follow the miss of his teammate. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Harden comes in for Levine, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Ball. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Durant's checked in for Porzingis. Paul George comes in for Ingram. And it's Stephen Curry in for Damian Lillard. Davis in the corner. With the shot. And it's good off the back rim and in. Curry's got 14.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Free throw line jump shot. The West All-Stars pull it in. Jay, he's covered by Irving. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 37. Irving against Curry. Irving looking over the floor. Shoots over Curry, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 15 points in the game.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And that one's good, Irving.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Jay, guarded by Harden. Outside Curry. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. George, that's a 2-pointer. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the West All-Stars as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run. We've got more in store for you right after this. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the West All-Stars, Durant is out there with Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Jay, and it's Jokic in at the center.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And they double up Embiid. Irving for three. It's rebounded by Jay. Jay's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And that's the battle they haven't been playing today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now the feed to Leonard. Shoots over KD, and Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 8.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
And Curry has it in the corner, and stolen by Irving. Harden outside. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Jokic. East grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Irving kicks to Harden. Back to Irving. To the inside. Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
And it's Davis at the elbow. Pass to Jay. Here's the 3. James Harden with the rebound. Now the East All-Stars with it. 19-point game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good on the bucket. Giannis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
And Curry has it in the corner. Passes it to Jokic. Jay guarded by Harden. Jokic trying to free himself up. No good from Jay.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. He can't hit that time.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
The pass to Jay. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Leonard against KD. Hits it from 3-point range. Durant's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Durant taking every last second there to get off his shot. This guy's got a flair for the dramatic at times.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
You know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Antetokounmpo out there with Embiid. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Getting better and better as a playmaker. Giannis is the ultimate team-first superstar. He does put up big assist numbers, and That's an evolving part of his game.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
High post, Embiid. Outside, Leonard. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 284. He's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Here's Leonard. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Left side, Durant. Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Irving, and Davis sends it back.
Not only does Davis have great skill, but he is tremendously agile. He can get shots from just about anywhere on the court.
Here's Embiid. Harden the pass to Antetokounmpo. No good with the elbow jumper.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Embiid against Jokic. Embiid dishes to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Steps back and fires. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Timeout called East All-Star. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Harden outside. Passes to Leonard. To end the run. Great D that time from Durant. In the corner, George with it. Inside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
The pass to Durant. Left side, Davis. Jay. He's covered by Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Ball, the pass to Embiid. Clock at 6. Count that one.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
And here's KD for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ball up top, defended by George. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, that's a nice effort from Ball in the paint that time, working hard to find a way to get that shot off.
Jay, he's covered by Ball. Pass to Jay. The tray. Offensive rebound. The wide open look here for Vucevic. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Leonard, and it's sent back by KD.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Woo-hoo! That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
Harden outside. He kicks it to Simmons. Ball from long range. He's off on that one. Now the West All-Stars the other way. And he lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Leonard on the wing. Lets it go from 11. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Really rare to see a guy that's 6'11" have the kind of elite passing skills that Ben Simmons has. Really, really impressive.
Outside Durant. There's the dish to George. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Leonard with the bucket.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Jay, he's covered by Ball. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's Ball in the corner. The 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Jay, the pass to KD. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
Pass the ball. Outside for Simmons. Outside, Levine. Passes it to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Durant with some nice D. And KD's got the ball here for the West All-Stars. Levine against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
Tatum against Levine. And the slam.
Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
Outside Tatum. The three from KD. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Lillard outside. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our all-star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.